Hi Gemini, welcome back to my channel. Before I get too far into anything like picking our song or shouting out my new rainbow, I want to ask you to do me a favor. Please, 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 will you please comment below and leave a song that's important to you? Because as you know, I have my playlist always going, and I feel that if you leave a song that's really significant to you, whether it's a love song, an empowerment song, just a favorite song, something that you know is yours, I will add it to my playlist as long as it's not terribly inappropriate. And I will, as you know, I always put the songs in all of the description boxes. So if you're listening to a reading and you're like, man, this kind of sounds like my story, or man, that might help me, and then you hear that song that you requested, it may mean something. It may mean a little bit more to you specifically, and that song is kind of like the flag that goes up for you to know, oh, it was for me. So please comment below, leave a song. Again, as long as it's not terribly inappropriate, I will include it in my playlist. And then if you see that song in a Gemini reading, in whatever your moon sign or your Venus sign is, maybe that reading is important for you. But if you see that song in any of the readings, I encourage you to watch it. If the title sticks out to you, I encourage you to watch it. If you see that song, I encourage you to watch it. I always kind of put keywords and synchronicities and things like that. If you see anything, if it pops out to you, I encourage you to watch it. It may be for you. You are more than just a Gemini. There's a good chance you have a little bit of all the signs within your chart. So just take that for what it is. But comment below if there's a song that comes to mind. The first one that came to mind is fine. Even if it's not really like your song, your subconscious is a really powerful thing. So with that said, let's see how many skips we're going to get to see where we need to be in the playlist. 4. Alligator, the villain. So we have Bats in the Belfry by Dispatch. And Surprise. Okay. So Gemini, the title of your reading is Mirroring 111. And I actually had to write this out because I want to tell you something about 111. These are two significant numbers when it comes to this journey. And 1111 is also sometimes called, twin flame because it's two separate paths. There's two separate channels. And the whole thing about this twin flame concept is once you fully, adhere to and welcome your own path, nothing else is a distraction. You are completely focused, centered on yourself and what you're doing and what you're about. When you and your other person are both focused on their own path, you can both move forward together. The thing about 111 is that they have to share a wall. So if you are seeing the number 111 a lot, I feel like you are indeed mirroring whoever your person is, or whatever the situation is. So I feel like the thing about this one single wall, if you have to share a wall, in a mirror, when you look into something, it comes back backwards, it comes back distorted, right? Everything's kind of awkward. That's why I'm so awkward in this camera. That's why you can read this straightforward, is because this is mirrored. And so if you are projecting, so that after that I got this image of a projector going right into a mirror. And so if a projector is being aimed and straight right at a mirror, yes, the light's bouncing back off of it, but it's bouncing off of it backwards. It's distorting both pictures, if that makes sense. So by doing that, I kind of have this feeling that you are making assumptions about somebody who is, if you're longing for somebody, you think that they don't want anything to do with you. You think that they're not thinking about you, so you don't reach out to them. You're avoiding them. They're doing the same thing. They're mirroring you. And by mirroring each other, you both get further away. But it's not until you honor your truth, you honor how you actually feel, that you can go and have a conversation about what's going on so that you can both move forward. So I feel like you're in a situation where you are mirroring, you are projecting, and you're projecting this negativity that in turn is kind of giving you that negativity. Because this is not going, by your projection is not going to turn this into a positive. especially if you get what you give. It's just going to send you in the opposite direction. It's like a magnet, how two positives can't come together. Two negatives can't come together. It's not until they're both aligned with who and what they're supposed to be, which is opposites. You're allowed to have opposite mentalities, perspectives. You're allowed to have two sides of a story. There are two sides to an actual story. There's actually three. Yours, theirs, and the truth. So whatever's going on, I encourage you to just honor how you feel. Don't make assumptions about what somebody else is doing, how somebody else feels, because you projecting that out onto somebody says more about you, about your insecurities. Just like roles reversed, if somebody's projecting things onto you and they're blaming you for a lot of stuff, it says a lot about what they're dealing with and their insecurities. Maybe they feel less than. Maybe they feel like a failure. Maybe they feel, inadequate. So that's the difference between my 111 and my 1111. So with that said, while we're talking about mirroring, let's see what's going on. Oh, I was distracted. Patient. He sung Wonderwall by Oasis. And an alarm. I don't believe that anybody. The wall that you're sharing. You're wondering what's happening on the wall, on the other side of the wall. The word on the street that the fire in your heart is out. You aren't. You both feel the same about each other. I feel like this is a love reading. All right, so what's powering the situation? All the roads we have to walk are blinding. Sorry, I'm so excited with the song right now. There are many things I would like to say to you, but I don't know how. Just say it. You are the other person, and maybe you need to be the bigger person. Maybe you need to be the one to initiate this conversation. You're going to be the one that saves me. You're my Wonderwall. Okay. So what is powering this situation for Gemini? Gemini, I feel like it's something with love. Your judgment. You've decided that this person needs to initiate the conversation. After everything that's gone on, you're like, nope, I'm not giving any more to this. Somebody else needs to do this. This is somebody else. And this is the Magician and the Judgment card, conviction. So we have Scorpio, we have Gemini and Virgo energy. Wow. So it's powering, you made up your mind. Judgment, you've been double-crossed, you're not going to give this anymore. It doesn't mean your feelings are gone, but you're not going to initiate anymore. This is up to them. This is on them. This is on them. They have to come forward. They need to show an effort. You've talked, you've tried. Your feelings are still there. So what's changing in this situation? Ooh. Research in reverse. Somebody else is doing the research. Somebody else is learning. Maybe you kind of introduced a new concept, a new idea to this person, and they didn't know how to take it. They didn't know what it meant. And so in this time apart, if this is having to do with twin flame, anything, in the time apart, it's really important that people do their own research, that people separate so that they can work to identify whatever their own path is. So maybe this person has been researching, and again, that's not what fell out. What did fall out was diligence. With totality on the bottom. Okay. What did fall out was diligence. Number 44, which is all about persistent hard work, focus, intention, unwavering faith, unwavering effort. But your unwavering effort is going toward the idea that this is over, that you're done with this. Totality, 21, it's the world. You've learned your lesson. You've been burned. Again, you've been double-crossed, maybe twice. It's on this person now, and you are firm in this idea that it's on this person. I am not doing any more to move this forward. I can't do it. This is my job. I'm starting to look like a fool, and this person is already feeling like I look like a fool. I fucked up. I look like a fool. So what's blocking this situation? Oh, Rolling Dice by Just a Gent. What's blocking this situation? I love this song. Self. The sun, what you think you know, how you think this is going. With charity in reverse. Somebody else needs kindness. Somebody else needs you to be kind. You need to adapt the situation. You need to be curious. You can't go into it knowing, like, wanting what you want. Oh, this song is so good. Listen to this song, Rolling Dice. We'll test our faith like rolling dice. I have chills. Wow, listen. What's coming to light? What's coming to light? Fate was jumping. Yeah, somebody else is not. I still use the life you gave to me. This song is like two people talking. And this is in reverse. So somebody else is the hermit. Somebody else has gone within. Your person is within right now, and they're researching. They're trying to figure out what their path is. They're trying to figure out what they're meant to be doing. You've already done this, I feel. So if this is twin flame, you're a little bit ahead. With cycle on the bottom, somebody else is finishing up cycles, somebody else is finishing up hard lessons, somebody else is finishing up, maybe they're in a karmic situation, somebody else is trying to figure out what they need to do. Somebody's realizing what isn't for them. Somebody is growing. Somebody is learning what it takes for them to be happy. So we have an 83, an 11, a 44, a 10, and a 47. It's going to come to balance. It's going to come to balance for this situation. I just got a flash of my friend's dad. I'm actually going to go see her today. I'm really excited. And his sign is a diamond. So it's going to come to balance. I feel like it's going to be a multifaceted human being. It's going to be somebody who shines bright like a diamond. I know they don't shine bright, they reflect. But this mirroring, you're gonna complement each other. We'll test our faith like rolling dice. Yo, listen to this song. Ooh. Alright, what's gonna come to balance? What's gonna come to balance for Gemini in this situation? I feel like this is a love situation, hands down. but it's a misunderstanding. Invention. The soul for somebody else. Invention for you. A 12 and a 70. Also the High Priestess in my card. Somebody else is coming to a conclusion. Somebody else. The song My Trigger by Mike Snow. You're doing things. You're on your path. I feel like you, maybe this is reversed, but I feel like this is you. I feel like you're on your path. You've got this figured out, what makes you happy, what you're supposed to be doing. Somebody else is still trying to figure it out. You probably scared the shit out of them, so they went the other way. That's another concept, dynamic of this journey. It's this runner-chaser kind of thing. Somebody else is figuring it out. Somebody else is getting it. Intuitively, they know. You're inventing yourself. You're worried about yourself. They know. So we have the Nine of Pentacles, which is all about like self-fulfillment. It's success, but on your own terms, the way you do it. She's, in the normal deck, she's standing surrounded by herself, surrounded by pentacles. I think she has a falcon on her shoulder. So maybe falcons are significant to you. Look that up. But both of you may think that you're doing things that neither of you should be doing. Both of you think that you've like checked out of this, but you haven't. You've just gone opposite directions to figure out your path. That's what you're supposed to do. So this person is hermiting. This person is introspecting. They've gone within. They're trying to figure out what it is that's going on, what they need to do. They think that you are, going elsewhere, that you're doing other things with other people. Wink, wink, hint, hint, nudge, nudge. But you're not. You're focused on you. You're Nine of Pentacles. You're focused on setting yourself up. You're inventing yourself. You're inventing whatever you need to do for you. Virgo. These are both Virgo energy. Virgo the virgin. Alone, solo, solitary. Just because you're alone doesn't mean you're lonely. That's what this person is learning. And this is what is going to prove ultimately this this true connection, this true love, if you will, this unconditional love. It's holding space for somebody. It's not trying to hold on to them. It's being able to be separate and to appreciate them from afar while working on whatever it is that fuels your own soul. And this is a new concept. This is an invention to whoever you're dealing with. Because anybody else just tried to hold on to them, just like take the claws out. I literally imagine just like a werewolf with like claws in. Like control. If you weren't all up in my area, you didn't care about me. That's not how this is. And this is a whole new concept to this person. This person can't understand like, oh, you're not with me? You must be with somebody else. No, I'm working. I got shit to do. But this is a trigger for them. And it's something that they had to learn. It's something they had to get over. Childhood trauma, maybe. They're attention, not attention seeking, but like maybe they just crave attention. And that's something that doesn't serve them. That's why they found themselves in cycles they shouldn't be in, with people they shouldn't be around. So whatever you're doing, I feel like you just invented a whole new cycle, a whole new way of doing something. And it had to happen. The song Up All Night by Artie. Yeah, this person has been hurt by a lot of people. This is already almost 20 minutes long, and I don't want to pull too many cards, but I do just want to get a couple of these. Yeah. This person has been through some shitty relationships with some shitty people. And they crave the attention all the time because in other situations when the person wasn't with them, they were doing sneaky shit. They were doing deceptive shit. They're used to people fighting because that's how people show they care, that they're involved. And this person, instead of fighting, instead of going toward the wall to break it down, they just walked away and was like, nope, I gotta work on my shit. Okay. The Knight of Swords on the bottom. Instead of going into fight, instead of attacking it head on, instead of going Aries on this, they just were like, all right, it's not the time. And they're learning. This is an invention. This is a whole new way of doing things. So Gemini, I'm going to leave it there. I hope this helps you. I hope that, I know that you may be stubborn. I know that you know that you deserve better or different. You've made up your mind. You've stuck this out. You've been working on yourself. And it's, again, you really can't cycle on the bottom, Wheel of Fortune on the bottom. You can't force timing. You can't rush divine timing. So it really is, even if you come together, you still are just going to end up in this situation unless this person has identified whatever their path is. Really, truly. And what's kind of cool, Gemini, you are the twins. And I do think this might be like kind of teetering or building on my twin flame DM reading that I posted. So if it lines up with you, that's awesome. Please, I think that's all I got for you. So please like, subscribe, share. If this resonates with you, please leave a song so that I can add it to my playlist. And I hope this finds you well. And thank you so much for listening. See you later.